Have you ever wondered how an ordinary night at sea can turn into a nightmare in just seconds? Picture this. It's a silent midnight in Scotland's but sound. Waves calm, moonlight dancing over the icy black water. Local trawlers drift peacefully. But beneath, a nuclear submarine is moving blind, and 4 fishermen are about to pay the ultimate price. All because of a single error. This isn't fiction, it happened. Tonight, I'll reveal the shocking true story that changed international naval safety forever. Welcome back to the channel. Today we dive deep into the haunting maritime mystery of the Antares tragedy. A real story of hard work, human error, and tragic consequence. Why did an ordinary fishing trip end in disaster? Why did a high-tech Royal Navy submarine surface tangled in steel and silence? Was it fate, or a chain of little mistakes nobody saw coming? By the end of this video, you'll know the dark secrets behind the Antares' final voyage, the mistakes that led to the wreck, and how 4 lives and international policy changed forever. Buckle up. You're about to enter a gripping true crime disaster at sea. Let's start at the very beginning. It's November 21st, 1990. A chilly, moonlit night in Carradale, Scotland. Fishermen are prepping boats, trading jokes, and checking weather. Among them, the Antares, a sturdy, aging wooden trawler readies for what seems like another 5-day trip. Her 4-man crew loads gear and supplies. The skipper, young but experienced, has fished these waters for years. Confident, routine, nothing unusual. Not far away, 2 other trawlers, the Heroine from Troon and Hercules from Air, patrol the bay. At sea, these men form a brotherhood. They check in by radio, swap tips, and keep an eye out for each other. The trench beneath them is famous for its catch but infamous for its peril. Everyone trusts their instincts, their equipment, their luck. Now, shift focus. Beneath these calm waves, the Royal Navy's HMS Trenchant is on a high-stakes training mission. Massive, silent, 120 men aboard, plus new officers vying to pass the grueling Perisher command course. Under command is a veteran officer, steely, methodical. The submarine cruises toward open waters, preparing for days of relentless war games. 2 worlds, fishing above, military precision below, totally unaware they will soon collide. Midnight approaches. Antares' crew relaxes after offloading their first catch in Largs and now steers north, back to the productive trench. Weather is clear, air is crisp, and spirits are high. They're joined now and then by the silhouettes of the Heroine and Hercules. Over the radio, the Antares skipper trades updates. "I'm going below deck for a bit. Take the helm." Everything feels safe until it isn't. Meanwhile, darkness in the depths. Inside the HMS Trenchant, new officers' nerves are tested with round after round of complex submarine maneuvers. Sonar pings, maps on screens, red-lit control rooms, and instructors barking orders. They've just survived the latest drill and now prepare for a dummy mine-laying exercise, stalked by a support vessel named Charybdis. The exercises are mentally brutal, pushing the team to exhaustion. At around 2 a.m., Heroine's watchkeeper looks back at the Antares. She's making a slow, routine turn, lights visible, nothing strange. Minutes later, she can no longer be seen by naked eye or by radar. Maybe she just moved, is the casual assumption, but fate, as always, is watching. Inside the submarine, training continues. The officer on watch takes a risk, altering course to 315 degrees north. Suddenly, sonar lights up with several contacts. "We've got Charybdis, that's M1. That's contact 5. Likely a fishing boat." The sounds grow louder, dangerously close. But the sub believes there's only 1 contact, not 2 trawlers. As the trainee turns, Antares' trawl cable is drifting lower than usual, unknowingly entering the submarine's path. The sonar's warning is late. The collision is almost unavoidable. "Turn port. Full. Now!" shouts the trainee. The submarine lurches. Crew feel a gut-wrenching jolt. Steel groans, alarms blare. Antares' nets have snagged on the hull, cable wrapping tight. Above the water, chaos erupts. The Antares twists violently. Deck floods. 4 men leap for escape, but there's no time for a distress call. Water roars through the wheelhouse. Panic spreads. The skipper and a mate make a desperate break for it, trying door handles, windows, cold black sea pouring in. Within seconds, the trawler is lost, dragged under, disappearing into the deep. Below, sonar operators detect the horrifying sounds of steel scraping along the sub. The captain and crew freeze, prayers muttered under their breath as they cut power, trying desperately to break free. But it's over, for souls vanish. The sea is silent again. By dawn, Heroine and Hercules realize something's wrong. Floating debris, nets, fish crates, oil stains dot the surface of the trench. Fears grow. Radios fire up. Helicopters scramble. For hours, there's nothing but silence and the grim calm of routine search. Divers are called in. Sonar locates the Antares, now 150 meters under, lying on its side. Days of grief, recovering the wreck, and unearthing a damaged vessel that still looks almost whole. But the true loss is in the missing, the fourth man's body, never found for months. Meanwhile, the Navy investigates. Logs are checked, crew are grilled. The HMS Trenchant's team finds steel cables tangled on the conning tower, evidence impossible to ignore. It becomes clear. The underwater crew mistook separate contacts for one, violating the golden separation rule. The protocol demanded at least 2,000 yards from surface vessels. In confusion, this went unheeded. Who is to blame? Errors, yes, but mostly a tragic sequence. Assumptions, misreadings, old procedures, and families on shore face news that will haunt them forever. Interviews begin. The commanding officer, the trainees, all questioned about routines, logs, sonar. Investigators map the timings, trace radio calls, plot the Antares' final movement and the submarine's course. Findings are brutal. A chain of mistakes. A single sonar contact assumed to be just Charybdis, with no system to catch the presence of two surface boats so close together. The result? The Antares blipped on sonar as just another fishing boat and was never marked as a separate threat. The Royal Navy reacts swiftly. New rules are drawn up. Submarines must keep 3,000 yards distance from all fishing boats, must surface in busy fishing grounds, and must now have surface support ships close by while exercising, no exceptions. Safety standards rise, but for 4 families, it is bitter consolation. The Antares becomes a symbol, a warning for all who go to sea, and a tragic lesson for every navy worldwide. The ship itself, once recovered, is placed in the Scottish Maritime Museum, a physical reminder of what can go wrong when vigilance slips and fate steps in. Years pass, but the lessons endure. Fishermen in Carradale still speak of that night, sharing the hard-learned wisdom with each new generation. The pier hosts a plaque for the Antares and her 4 lost crew, a silent reminder that even in routine, danger hides beneath the waves. Navies across the world revamp submarine protocols. Sonar training becomes stricter. Fishing communities push for even safer zones. Yet, life on the sea goes on. New crews, new stories, but always, a respect for the ocean's power, and its sometimes brutal lessons. So next time you look at a quiet bay, remember the story of the Antares and the HMS Trenchant. Respect the sea, trust your training, and never underestimate those routine moments, because sometimes they're when fate strikes hardest. If you found this story as haunting and powerful as I did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more true maritime mysteries, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you believe could have prevented this disaster? Could modern tech have saved lives? Or was it just tragic bad luck? I reply to every thoughtful comment. And don't forget, every story at sea is more than just a headline. It's a lesson for us all.